Welcome to Play It or Not. My name is Chris McLaughlin, and today I'm going to be reviewing Hook for the SNES. So Peter Pan's a very well-recognized character. We've seen him in a bunch of different versions. Disney to the weirdos to the famous people, and even Japan has a version of this guy. Steven Spielberg's movie is a continuation of that story. So the game takes about 6 minutes to explain the story. So I'm going to speed this up and I'm going to give you a quick rundown of it. Um, Peter's all grown up. He's become a lawyer in the real world. He pays no attention to his family. He hates flying. So this seems like a good excuse for Hook to come kidnap his two useless children. He leaves a letter for Peter saying that if he doesn't get to Neverland to fight him, he'll cut off a finger from each child every day until he arrives. Or something a little less dramatic. Peter still doesn't believe that his children have been taken by fairy tale pirates until Tinkerbell comes in. She whacks Peter over the head, wraps him in a blanket, and carries his sorry excuse for a father to Neverland. And now he gets to rescue his children. How original. I'm so glad that they came up with such an original story. This must have taken them years to think of. So the point of this video game is to go from one level to the next. You defeat pirates and other bad guys until you get to a pirate ship where you face off with the captain. Now the first thing you're going to notice when you start playing is that Peter is ridiculously slow. I don't know why he walks like an 85-year-old grandmother with a broken hip, but he jumps like a gazebo. Whoever thought of this should probably get shot. There is a run button, but it's the same as your I'm gonna slash a pirate in two with my sword button. So you either run from the pirates or you kill them. So basically you can jump, slash, and run. Oh, and every once in a while Tinkerbell will give you some pixie dust so you can fly. This only lasts about 5 seconds, so don't get too excited. At the end of each level, there's a boss, but I found that most of them are pretty easy to defeat. The levels themselves are a lot trickier than the actual boss. You only get to play as Peter, which kind of bummed me out because I thought it would be pretty cool to play as Rufio or the Fat Lost Boy or something like that. But I guess the game is all about Peter Pan. When you slash a pirate or another enemy, they will usually drop some jewelry. I guess it adds to your total points, but it's pretty much useless. A $30,000 necklace won't do anything but give you some points. But one green leaf will restore your entire health. Welcome to Neverland. The game itself is pretty fun, and it's very well made. The levels are all bright and colorful, and they don't feel very repetitive. The music is very good. The game is pretty challenging from the beginning. It puts bad guys in very hard to reach areas, or it makes you take blind jumps here or there, which I don't know if I really like that when you take those blind jumps, because you don't know if you're going to fall into water, into a hole, into a pit, or if you're going to land in a safe area. So it's probably frustrating to a lot of people. This game is also a little frustrating in the fact that it doesn't have control difficulty. So you either have the skills to beat this game or you don't. Period. But just because a game is a little bit hard, it doesn't mean that it takes long to beat. I managed to finish this game in about an hour and a half. And once you beat it, there's nothing else for you to do in it. So the replay value is pretty much 0. I'm still pretty impressed with the game. It's based on a movie, and almost all video games based on movies are really painful to play. So I'm gonna give this a surprising 8 out of 10. And as always, if you'd like me to review a video game for you, send me money because I'm le poor. With a capital P. And a bunch of O's and an R.